Second at Portsea, flashing home late, fourth quart, but they come to line the second at Portsea.
G'day guys, Dale from High Caliber Racing and welcome to our second edition of the HCR Fortnightly video update. We've got plenty to discuss. Our latest acquisition to the stable, ex-Godolphin horse to be trained by Jack Bruce. He's been contesting stakes and grade level, so really nice type that will target the Winter Carnival up here. We had a good winner at Doomben last Saturday. We'll talk about our tip of the week, and we've got a few runners to preview this coming Saturday. The second of Portsea, brilliant win first up at Doomben last Saturday at a 13.50. We thought the 13.50 might be a tad too short. She's been off the scene for a long time. We know she's going to be more effective once she gets over the mile. So for Jack Bruce to have her forward enough to get the cash, outstanding training performance. We had the good gate, super ride by Damien Forden. So as we said, to be off the scene for that amount of time and to do that, it's super effort by all concerned. Owners are definitely in for plenty of fun. Purchased her for $40,000 from Inglis last year. Great pickup from our bloodstock agent Jim Clark. The owners have already ticked off a Saturday Metro, so job done there. She had a few starts for his first prep last year, but nothing went right. Just wide gates on all four occasions, and just had the flashing red lights, just making long sustaining runs. She's fully matured now, developed, filled out, just a different horse. So I think we're in for plenty of fun with this girl. We'll get up to the mile, even 1800, and I reckon we can tick off a few more of these Saturday Metro wins. But yeah, she was brilliant here, darted through. The fence was slightly off as well, but super ride by Damien Forden, and congratulations again to the owners.
But this leader, Soaring Phoenix at the 150, kicked away, running home well. It's the second at Portsea. Soaring Phoenix in front, be inside the second at Portsea, flashing home late, Quoth, but as they come to the line, the second at Portsea.
The following race on the card, we had Johnny Rambo. Ooh, big Johnny Rambo. That was one tough watch. Normally he's a little bit tardy out of the gates, and it gives Maloney a bit of time to work out what he wants to do and to slot in, but he actually started pretty well. And he was kind of caught in two minds there, and he just couldn't get in, couldn't find a posse, and he's kind of had to go back to near last. He was just 3 wide the trip, even 4 wide, 5 wide, but he was making his run. But yeah, like the good horse he is, once he balanced up, he flashed home some sizzling sectionals there, his last 200. But yeah, that's Johnny. Just yeah, he's got a handy record. He's won 3 from 9, and he's been brilliant in all 3 wins. But there's just a lot of bad luck along the way with him, and a lot of that's because of himself as well. But yeah, he's a good horse, definitely one not to drop off. The owners are, yeah, we're going to be in for plenty of fun. He's going to win a nice feature race somewhere along the line, but as you see here, he balances up and he just charges to the line after being 3 and 4 wide the trip as well. So for him to do that, it's signs of a good horse. So next start, I dare say, if he draws a gate with even luck, he should be winning.
Coleman lets down, races away, and he's a late, but it's all Coleman, and Coleman far too impressive, 2.5 lengths and Anisa.
Yes, so Coleman was too good for that field, definitely a class above. Keep following this fella, he'll win more races than he lose. We got some mail that before he had his race start that he was pretty handy. We jumped on the 30s for the Blue Diamond, so we're all in. But yeah, hopefully everyone won a few dollars. We turn our attention to this Saturday. We're going to stick to the 2-year-old theme. The first race at Randwick and Switzerland. So very, very smart Schnitzel colt. Not flash odds, $1.95 on Palmerbet, but he should be winning this. Waterhouse's 2-year-old is also very smart colt. He'll go straight to lead. Hopefully Switzerland will sit handy. Well, he maps handy. Hopefully kind of that 1 out, 1 back. And then he'll be charging over the top of Waterhouse's horse. So, so not flash odds, $1.95, but we don't like to throw darts. HCR, we like to throw short winners. There won't be a theme every tip. We will try and find some value there for you guys. But yeah, back Switzerland tomorrow. He should be getting the cash. Okay, so upcoming runners, we've got 3 going around on Saturday. The Sunshine Coast meeting on Friday night unfortunately has been abandoned. We had Kazandi going around there, so we'll keep our powder dry. He'll most likely head to Gold Coast next Saturday. We've got Bedford Square running in the stage race on Saturday. Meets a similar field that she dispatched quite easily last start when she won pretty impressively. A top weight Annabelle Neesham's horse, they are closer in the weights, and the race drops 200 metres, which will suit Iowa. He'll go straight to the lead, and hopefully we don't get too far back, so Damien Forden to ride. She's gone better than ever. She's a mare in form, so yeah, hopefully she sits kind of, just midfield, maybe a tad better than midfield. And again, we just know how strong she finishes late, so she gets the right run into the race. I'll back our mare to get the job done. So I know there's going to be a big ownership group out there on Saturday, so look forward to catching up for them. But Bedford Square should definitely be a top 3 contender on Saturday. We also have Who Ordered the Fish, so he'll go around at Toowoomba, Class 2, 1200 metres. So big jump from the maiden to a Class 2, but we just need to get some miles in his legs before we step him up in distance. So as we said in that first video, we think he'll get up to the 1600, 2000 in due time. But we just want to get some more miles into his legs before we step him up too quick. So the 1200 is probably going to be a bit too nippy for him in a Class 2. It'd be nice to get his toe into the ground and get a wet track up there to a motorist and weather around on Friday. So hopefully they're running on a softish track. And what that does is that just allow him to keep up with the field. And then hopefully we all know what kind of turn of foot he's got. So Who Ordered the Fish Saturday at Toowoomba. And then the big meeting at Lismore. We've got Intentional Lass first up. So she was meant to run at Ballina over 1300. That meeting got abandoned, so now we have to kind of put her up to 1500 first up, which is not ideal, but we need to kick her off somewhere. She loves the wet track as well, so she's been trained a little bit differently this time to get up over that 2000. So she won first up over 1200 last prep, but she hasn't been quite as brilliant fresh in her trials, just for the fact that she's been more trained as that stayer. So 1540, I reckon she's definitely the best horse in this field. It's not a strong race at all. It's just first up over 1500 and what kind of run she gets in this field. So hopefully she's kind of back kind of worse in midfield and getting some cover, and if she gets a card into the race, we know she's going to be finishing off the race strong. So Intentional Lass on Saturday at Lismore. And as I said at the start, we've got a few runners towards the end of next week with Kazani and Motion Legend. Our latest acquisition through the HCR stable is a very, very exciting one. One of our most exciting purchases to date. Atmosphere from Godolphin for $135,000. A lot of you may already know Atmosphere. He's contested group and stakes races in Sydney and Melbourne. So excited to bring this guy to Brisbane in partnership with Jack Bruce Racing. I still have 20% available, so this is one horse I highly recommend to get involved. If you want to be on the big stage, at Eagle Farm and Doomben over the Winter Carnival and running enlisted races, this is the horse that you want to be in. So you know what, we buy yearlings at the start of the year to hopefully get a horse of this guy's calibre. So to buy straight into a tried horse like him, he's going to take you on a journey, and we're going to win plenty of races, and it's going to be on a big stage, where we all want to be as owners, running for the big prize money. So to give you an idea, he's contested races like the Hawkesbury Guineas, he ran, which is Group 3, he ran second to Hawaii 5-0. We all know Hawaii 5-0's running great races in the Group 1 Stradbrokes and the Everest and things like this. So to have a horse of that guy's calibre, he's already been up here in Brisbane last year's Winter Carnival. He ran a good credible race in the Group 3 Fred Best, where things didn't quite go his way. His last 2 starts, he's ran second at Saturday Metro level at Rosehill and in Melbourne. So come up to Brisbane, lightly raced. He's been in the top 3 on 10 of his 19 starts. So I'm really excited about this fella. Jack Bruce is going to sprinkle his dust on him, and hopefully we've got a few nice feature wins installed. So as we said, 20% available. I highly recommend this guy. You only need 2.5% to enjoy the journey. or you can form a syndicate with a bunch of mates to get involved. We can help you form a syndicate there. But we'll leave you with a short parade video and Jack Bruce talking about this guy's plans going forward. But you have listened talk to some of the horses he's ran second and third behind. Has got us pretty excited. So definitely don't take too long to get involved. Send us an email or give us a call and we can kind of let you know his plans going forward. But yes, as I said, guys, we're super excited about this fella.
Here he is, Atmosphere. He's arrived in my stables and I'm really lucky to have been able to secure him on the recent English Digital auction in conjunction with High Caliber Racing. He's going to be the perfect horse for Metropolitan Racing in Brisbane. He's got form around the likes of Kovalika, Hawaii 5-0, Redina, and I can't wait to get him up and running. He's going to be the perfect horse for Metropolitan Racing here. He should be progressing through to open class and hopefully we're going to have plenty of fun with him. So looking forward to getting him up and running and welcoming Atmosphere to my stable.
It's Atmosphere over a length and a half. Fast Witness goes to second from Street Conqueror. Atmosphere still going well under Ollie. Atmosphere's going to do it all the way. Atmosphere
spins within two, but Atmosphere has enough in hand all the way for Atmosphere.